Hello, I'm Freddy Booger, and this is Monster Reviews. Growing up, I couldn't watch any scary movies without waking up my mommy and daddy in the middle of the night and forcing them to sleep next to me. Yet no matter how many nights a horror film boned me up, I'd often go for another one, and then immediately regret it. Rinse, wash, repeat. That was my childhood. My cousins pushed Evil Dead for years, trying to explain to me that no, unlike other horror films, it's actually campy and hilarious. Yet when I saw flashes of the demons on their TV, I knew I just couldn't do it. I eventually settled for Army of Darkness, which was a perfect balance for this pussy of a young boy, which I then pushed onto another friend who was even more scared of horror movies than I was. I felt tough. I felt proud. I couldn't do demons in a cabin in the woods, but I could do a medieval story with stop-motion skeletons. Every great horror film operates from a simple premise. A deranged Texas family eats some hippies, a masked killer escapes a mental institution due to some weird infatuation with his sister, a bed swallows Johnny Depp in his sleep. Evil Dead is the exact type of horror movie that every young aspiring filmmaker has tried to replicate. 4 people stuck in a cabin as they're attacked by zombies, demons, and STD. It doesn't matter. Think that's been over 40 years since this movie was released, and no one has done the cabin in the woods story better than Evil Dead. Not even the very movie named after the subgenre. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. Yes, only Sam Raimi would outdo himself by essentially remaking this film with a larger budget in Evil Dead 2. For those unfamiliar, the characters arrive at the cabin in the woods, grab their rooms, and Ash's sister Cheryl draws a picture of a clock. Her hand freezes, gets possessed, and draws the Naturom de Manto, arguably the most iconic creepy book in movie history, though the never-ending story gets a close second. Maybe The Mummy. I don't agree, but maybe The Mummy. It's hilarious, it's thrilling, it created a new style of horror, often replicated and never matched. It makes you want to return to the days when horror didn't have to pick such a strict lane on that long open road of cinema between absurd comedy and A24 trauma dose. Something Zach Cregger seems to be swinging back to full force in his last 2 films. But that's for another day. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll just leave you with the little teaser that Cregger described Barbarian as David Fincher up top and Sam Raimi down below. If you don't know what that means, I guess you'll just have to come back.